Overthinking isn't loud on the outside. Most of the time, it looks like a quiet person sitting still, while inside, a storm is unfolding. Thoughts overlap, replay, and expand, turning a single moment into 1,000 interpretations. What seems small to others becomes layered with meaning, possibilities, and imagined consequences. At its core, overthinking is the brain trying to protect itself. It scans the past for mistakes and the future for danger, believing that enough analysis can prevent pain. The mind becomes a detective, searching for hidden threats in tone, expressions, or silence. But the protection comes at a cost. The brain doesn't recognize when the danger is only theoretical. To the nervous system, every imagined scenario feels real. This is why overthinkers often feel emotionally exhausted without doing anything physically demanding. Their brain is constantly running simulations. What did that look mean? Should I have said something else? What if this goes wrong? Each thought pulls another thread until the mind is tangled in possibilities that may never happen. Yet the same wiring that fuels overthinking also creates depth. Overthinkers tend to be highly perceptive. They notice shifts in energy, subtle emotional cues, and unspoken tension. Their awareness makes them empathetic, reflective, and deeply considerate. They don't just experience moments. They analyze their meaning, their impact, and their emotional weight. Decision-making becomes one of the biggest battlegrounds. Choices don't feel simple because an overthinking brain sees every fork in the road at once. It imagines outcomes, regrets, reactions, and ripple effects. Even after deciding, the mind revisits the scene like a critic reviewing a performance, searching for flaws that may not even exist. Social interactions can be especially intense. A pause in conversation or a brief message can spiral into hours of internal dialogue. The brain fills in blanks with stories, often leaning towards self-doubt, not because the person lacks confidence, but because their mind is trained to search for meaning, even where there may be none. Psychologically, overthinking is closely tied to a desire for control in an unpredictable world. When life feels uncertain, the mind tries to compensate by thinking harder, planning further, and analyzing deeper. It creates an illusion of preparedness, a sense that if every angle is examined, nothing will catch them off guard. But uncertainty is part of being human, and no amount of thinking can eliminate it. Ironically, overthinking often comes from caring deeply. These are minds that want to do right, avoid harm, and understand their place in relationships. Their thoughts are fueled by responsibility and emotional sensitivity. What looks like hesitation is often a reflection of how much weight they give to their actions and words. But when the loop runs unchecked, the brain becomes stuck in a cycle of anticipation and replay. Stress hormones linger, sleep becomes restless. Even moments of calm are interrupted by the next what if. The mind, meant to guide, starts to overgovern. The turning point begins with awareness, recognizing that overthinking is not truth, but a pattern. Thoughts are not commands or predictions. They are mental events passing through. When overthinkers learn to observe their thoughts instead of chasing them, the spiral loosens. The brain slowly relearns that safety does not come from endless analysis, but from presence. And here lies the hidden strength. The mind that overthinks is capable of extraordinary insight. With direction, that same intensity becomes creativity, emotional intelligence, and powerful reflection. The goal isn't to silence the mind, it's to teach it when to rest, because beneath the noise is a brain that was never meant to suffer, only to understand.